morning. Here we are in Skowhegan, Maine at the Rite Aid, which is the starting point for our ride this morning. It is the Kennebec River Valley route, and we're going to do option number 2. 41 miles, has a nice unpaved bit across the middle, and so I'm looking forward to that. So let's see how it goes. So here we are, just a couple miles in, and the sunny day at Rite Aid has turned into the foggiest day ever. So I'm just in the hinterland of Skowhegan here. I passed through what would seem to be a bit of a suburbia. Oh look! And we are now officially in the country. You can see those. So, I don't know, it's a little treacherous, I think. I've already been passed by one logging truck coming the other way, and I'm hoping that anything coming from behind me is going to see me as well. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Alright, so I'm now in Cornville, I believe. Heading up, we can see it's still quite foggy, but the sun is making efforts to poke through and burn off the fog. So, it's looking like a nice day after all. I do have to take exception to the route description as being mostly flat. It's nearing the top of Malbin's Mills Road. And, I mean, it's not an insubstantial hill going up there. Though, I suppose that it's a psychological effect as usual. Since who knows how I would have reacted if I'd been able to see more than 20 feet in front of me. So just gone through central Cornville. Now, if you look at the directions, it says we need to bear left where Notch Road, unmarked, forks to the right. And that was 4 miles ago. I have to admit that I never saw that fork, and it's lucky for me that I ended up on the correct road, which was West Ridge Road. And that took me right into Cornville, and I'm keeping on straight through there. I haven't quite come across the outstanding views of surrounding agricultural land that the directions reference there just yet, but apparently at 8.3 miles, I'm close to 7 miles now, there should be some more outstanding views. I did pass a lane called Lois Lane just a moment ago, and that shows at least somebody around here has a sense of humor. Speaking of a sense of humor, I believe there's a nice little downhill and an uphill coming up. Okay, so I think I followed the instructions. I went right on at the stop sign and then left onto Chattagee Road. And then it says turn right immediately on West Athens Road. But there is no West Athens Road. It seems to be Chapman Ridge Road. But there's also no other immediate right. So I think I will continue on 43 to see if there's another road there. And if not, I'm going to have to come back. But you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check Google Maps and see what they've got to say. Okay, so through the miracle of Google Maps on my mobile, I've discovered that the street I'm looking for, which is, what is it? It's West Athens Road, appears to be exactly the same as the street I was looking for, Chapman Ridge Road. But only Chapman Ridge is marked here on the street, so I would have discovered it eventually, but I'm glad I can be sure. So nice rolling hills, beautiful day. Glad I've got my jacket. I'm wearing my Gore-Tex jacket today. Almost didn't bring it, and I would have been sorely sorry if I hadn't. It's nice and warm in the sun, but not quite so warm in the shadows. Okay, so there is just about the first car I've seen in quite some time. this. Got a little booming metropolis here, it seems. Now, oh, okay, there's Valley Road, which means I have gone too far. So I'm going to need to turn around. So I'm almost certainly in the wrong gear to do that. Go down that road. Oh, look. Beautiful babbling brook. Used to be an old mill there, I think. Very exciting. Alright. So I'm going to need to turn, but I can't make it up this hill, so I got to turn off. Right, so I successfully changed gears and changed direction back there at that little intersection. It's not tremendously helpful when the instructions say, you know, for option 1, continue on. For option 2, oh, by the way, you should have turned a little while ago, which is more or less what they did. So, good road for going no hands, but that's neither here nor there. I'm about to hit a gravelly spot on Hole-in-the-Wall Road towards Solon. And that also brings up the second signposting error. It says that the name of the road changes to Hole-in-the-Wall Road from Solon Road, but I didn't see it ever called Solon Road. Okay, now it starts to get exciting. So our bit of unpaved road here doesn't disappoint. Nice, very scenic, very unpaved, very hilly. But the difficulty is I'm not sure I'm going the right way. There was a crossroads that seemed to clearly indicate that I should bear left to stay on Hole-in-the-Wall Road. But my instructions say bear right at a fork. But I think I already passed that fork. So let's keep our fingers crossed, because this would be a serious diversion if I ended up in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so I reached the end of Hole-in-the-Wall Road without ever having come to another bit of gravel road, turning back into pavement, turning back into gravel, turning back into pavement, which is exactly what the directions told me to expect. So I just checked Google again, and I'm on the right track, but it seems there's been some nice paving work done since the directions were first set up. So that's something I should probably change. But I'm about halfway through, almost 20 miles, and coming up to Solon pretty soon. So good day. So just about to start my descent into Solon, I think. But the hills I've ridden up are certainly worth it here. Lots of little farms, but well, they all seem to be much older than the ones that I've come across so far. You see across the hills here. And here we have some more hills off that way, with some beautiful little clouds all settled into the valley. Absolutely lovely. Here I am in Solon, so I'm rejoining the main route here. And here's the Solon Hotel, since 1895, which I've always been fascinated by. And I'm now turning left onto Route 201. So I'm heading down Route 201 here, and you know the instructions say to be careful of trucks and such things, and I can see how that would be the case. On a lovely Sunday morning, though, like this, there's really nothing to worry about. Very nice day. And no traffic, but God forbid you should try it on a weekday. And at least there's one other cyclist out here today. First one I've seen so far. Not a very sociable chap, though. So here's the river. I am heading down the river road now. Mosquito. Turned off Route 201. It's clearly marked, and it is a very nice road. I was just wondering where the river could be, and lo and behold, it presented itself just here.